Bobby, thank you so much for getting up with me on a Saturday morning and doing this. I remember Jason, our publisher at Out South Florida, was like, "Oh, you need to get with Bobby about dancing with the South Florida Stars." And I was like, "Well, that's a May event. I don't need to worry about that yet." But I do. You've moved it to January this year.
Yeah, we always did it back in the day, 10, 12, 13 years ago. We used to do it earlier in the year. And it just made a lot of sense because so many people are on vacation. We'd get a lot of people that would see the videos of it from the years past. And
Mhm.
so a lot of people actually plan a trip around coming down for a long weekend to participate either in the show or be a guest, or they're on vacation, so it helped us with scheduling, the people that are still here versus in April, May, the season's kind of over and the
Yeah.
people that have visited, and there's more people here. And also people have just gone through the holidays and, they've traveled, or summer hasn't been that far gone for us. It just seems like it's a much more fun time of year to do something as fun as dancing with the South Florida Stars.
Okay, so last year we had six couples dance. Each one sort of had their own little genre and routine. But there was some serious drama last year, and I have to admit, it was my favorite moment. The Velvet gets up there, starts going back and forth with the judge, drops the mic, literally. You can't manufacture that drama, but how are we going to try and do it anyway?
Well, I tell you, people that compete in this event, they really want to win. Like, it's become like a signature title to have. Almost, I don't want to say it's equivalent to a Miss Florida or anything like that, because that is really something to win Miss Florida if you're in that industry. But this Dancing with the South Florida Stars basically says, hey, we as business owners that support a team really care about our community. We care about Stonewall Pride. We care about how much the police cost for security. We want the best security. So we want to make sure that Wilton Manors Entertainment Group can afford everything they need to do to make it the best, safest place, so we don't experience a New Orleans type situation. So from a business support perspective, people absolutely love that. And then, of course, they want their team to win. And these teams, they practice, and it really now elevates these local entertainers to a level of maybe being in higher demand around the community. I know that when Eric Restivo last year hosted, he was a little bit of an unknown. And now Eric's hosting everywhere and working everywhere, because what happens is literally every bar owner of the who's who come to this event, and they get to see talent they may not have seen before, and or being reminded these people are really good. So it helps in so many ways, but at the end of the day, it raises money for the Stonewall Pride weekend that Jeff Sterling heads up with Scott Holland, and something that you guys obviously support so much.
I know that ethically you can't compete in the contest because you're the organizer of it. But are we going to get you out on the dance floor for maybe like a little exhibition dance, just kind of
Actually,
show them
I
how it's
did
done at the
compete
start of
one
the
year.
show?
I did compete one year. And the
Oh,
reason why I'm allowed to compete is because I am such a bad dancer. I would never win. Like, I would never win. So I danced with Deja Devenir one year, and we did Dancing Queen. It's on YouTube. You can YouTube it. It's Dancing with the South Florida Stars, Bobby Blair. And there's Deja and I doing Dancing Queen. I'm wearing this big black afro wig with Deja's big afro wig. And of course, I rip it off at the end of this number, and my bald head gets the. It was a moment. It was a standing ovation. It was fun. But of course, Deja was great. Bobby was awful. So I may dance one year again, but I don't want to distract the show. We're going to have some trailblazers this year that we're announcing, some of the who's who of people that have been around our community for 20, 30, 40 years. The trailblazers is amazing. Our judges, we've got Dean Trentalis judging, Scott Newton judging. We have Gary Santis judging. We have our local legend, George Kessinger, judging. We've got the Aquaplex guys and girls doing an incredible opening number. We're going to have 6 to 8 teams. Out and Advocate, the big Pride media company ran by Mark Berryhill. They have a team coming in. People like the pub, and Over Easy have bought tables and sponsoring just to be there, to support everything. Out SFL, you've got a team with Melissa St. John. I think it's going to be a really good team. We've got George Campesino dancing with Roxy. They're going to be, well, they're going to be tough to beat. So lots of, we got Miss Bouvier dancing with Rick Leonard, and that's going to be
Oh,
a
for those
heck
who
of
are
a,
watching that don't know, Rick Leonard is Miss B's piano person,
that's
and
right.
they are a great couple when it's singing and playing piano. I can't wait to see how they are with the dancing.
Yeah, so it's going to be really great. So very, very excited. It's going to be a stellar night. Last year we had a food issue. So this year, just to be real clear, everybody that buys $1,000 table, we're paying the manor $250 of that, $25 a head, and they're going to be getting a complimentary cocktail and a tapa. And the tapa is like chicken tenders meal, cheeseburger, whatever the tapa is. There's going to be multiple choices, kind of like the way Miss Florida did it. You get a drink and a tapa. And so everybody that comes that buys a table, they'll get a ticket when they arrive, and they'll be able to eat. And people will also be able to order tapa, I believe, if they want to. I will have Scott confirm that, but I know that we have an agreement with the manor that everybody that bought a table, all 10 people there, will get a ticket to drink, complimentary one drink, and have something to eat. So last year that was confusing because a couple weeks prior to the event, people were saying, "Can we come and pay a little less? We don't need food." Blah blah blah. It became very confusing, and it was an error on our part.
Yeah, nobody got the memo. Not everybody, I should say, got the memo, and it was a
That's
little
right.
confusing. And the problem was people were hangry.
I know they were
They were
hungry.
they were just hangry, and fortunately, I had gone ahead and had a little nibble before the show. But I had whoever was on my right and whoever was on my left. I had them in stereo. They were
I
they
felt
were
bad.
hangry.
I felt really bad, and the reality is, though, not to defend ourselves, but we
Sure.
did notify everybody 2 weeks at a time that there would be, because now the ticket went from 1,000 to 500 or 1,500 to 1,000, that there would be no food or drink included. That memo did not get to the guests that arrived for the sponsored table. So, anyways, we fixed it this year. It's done. Listen, we live and learn. We can live 100 years and still make mistakes. And I should have personally picked up the phone and called every single sponsor and reiterated, "Please tell your people." And they probably should have been reminded at the door. But by the time they were at the door and told, if they were just told then, it would have been too late because they're dang hungry.
Right. And I think sometimes it becomes because you and I we've been doing whatever we do in this community for a minute now. And I think a lot of times it's like a game of telephone. You say, okay, we're not going to have food. And by the time it gets back around, it's like, oh, they're having an all you can eat buffet.
Sometimes,
you know
sometimes,
and so that I
sometimes.
think that's just a hazard of the job. Now I want you to help me out with something. I'm trying to decide. I will not be dancing, just FYI. I am already open to enough criticism. You don't need to see me dancing, but I will be there, so I need your help. Which bow tie should I wear?
Yeah,
Now this is a blue with some silver sparkly on it, right?
yeah.
Now this is just straight up silver,
Yeah.
silver sparkly, and then there is the bright, shiny, all gold. And
I
now I
think you're I think you're a solid gold guy. I think you're a solid gold guy. I think you look great. And I gotta be honest with you, stellar writing this past year.
all things.
Stellar, really just tremendous coverage, accurate, fair, homework's done, no mishaps, no misunderstandings of the facts. Just you and Out SFL are pillars to integrity and character of the truth. And I'm so proud to be a partner with you, so proud to be on the team. And I'm happy to write my feel good stuff. I want everyone to have gratitude, be happy, live their best life, find their truth. That's what I want people to do. And if I can share a little bit of that through a few events a year and through some writing, that's really my goal.
All right. Well, the next goal. Okay, give it to it. Give me the deets real quick.
Yeah,
When?
January
Where? How much?
27th.
How?
All right, it's January the 27th. It's a Monday night. It's at the Manor. It starts at 8 o'clock. The red carpet's going to open about quarter to seven, so you can get there seven. But it really gets busy between 7 and 7:30. So if you want to walk the red carpet and be amongst the who's who, get there between 7 7:30. Then we're gonna have a beautiful silent auction. Walk the silent auction, pick yourself up some really cool things, and then the show starts at 8 o'clock sharp. And you can go today, when next week when the ads start, and when this goes live, we're going to have a QR code for you, and there'll be people able to buy tickets, all different types of ticket prices. I'd rather people just go online and pick the one they want. So you can buy a table still. They're $1,000. You can eat and have a drink, or you can just buy a single ticket, where you can sit at a VIP table. You don't have to buy the whole table. You can just buy a ticket and sit at a VIP area that we're setting up with the other sponsors. So there's like 3 opportunities for you, all explained in detail when you go to the QR code and go to the event page that's being hosted by Hotspots Magazine and Wilton Manors Entertainment Group, managed by Scott Holland.
Bobby, sounds great. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes for me. I will see you in just a couple weeks, and you'll be able to spot me.
And you know what? You just gave me an idea. You know me, I always are thinking about the next really crazy fun thing.
Yep.
I have a feeling that maybe you and I might be dance partners one year in Dancing with the Stars. You and I could do it. We'll be the out SFL team maybe next year. You never know. If I can talk you into it.
2026. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to say no. I'm not saying no.
No, nobody expects us to be any good. Let's shock them.
Let's shock them. Bobby, thank you so much, my friend. We will talk.
John, you're the best. Bye bye.